this morning. I mean, that's quite evident because, I mean, IBC is a political process, so you don't expect the politicians to be sitting by the fence watching. Of course, they must have at stake, and this happens all over. Sorry, I don't know if you can now get me. This happens all over because it's a political process. Of course, politicians will respectively be part of it. Now, I have three things to raise. The success of IBC towards 2027 is more or less dependent on Rasta's Ethekon. I think it's more dependent on the. It's more an institutional issue than a personalized issue, because if as Kenyans we have not strengthened, or the institution of IBC itself has not been given that a capacity to run the elections in a free and fair manner, Erastus Ethekon is more of like the public face of IBC, but the institutional independence of IBC is something that us as Kenyans we can enable that. Secondly, I want to say this. I think the president, in his wisdom or lack of it, was right in the selection of Erastus Ethekon, because one of the things in the selection of such people is you must control the social perceivement. And one of the social perceivement prior to this is that the two top candidates in the selection of this was either going to be Nyachae or an Amadi. And when you do that, is that there is that ethnical judgment that sometimes that is socially perceived. If, for example, William Samoei Ruto, although I am extremely meritorious, selects me because we come from the same tribe, you select somebody from the same tribe, there's that social perceivement. That's why I think one of the lawyers, Katwa Kigen, said that he cannot vie because of the social perceivement that will come is that William Samoei Ruto is selecting somebody from his tribe so that they could win this election. But I think largely I will want to give credit to the opposition that they agree, at least in terms of meritocracy, Erastus Ethekon is at the A game of it.
Okay. Gabriel.